Welcome back to Big Nick's Meats and Treats. Today we're going to cover barbecued smoked beans. These are going to be the best smoked beans you've ever had in your life. I got this recipe from Jeff Knock of Jeff's Texas Style Barbecue. It's a barbecue place here in Marysville. I went there several years ago. The beans were just ridiculously good. And I asked Jeff, I said, if you ever decide you want to give away this recipe, I'd be happy to take it. And he said, no secrets here, you can have it. And he emailed it to me. And it has been a big family favorite ever since. So I'm going to go over it for you real quick. We'll cover all the ingredients and we'll get going. First thing that we're going to start off with is a 55-ounce can of beans. When Jeff normally makes these, he doubles what I'm going to show you. So this is a half recipe. So I start off with a 55-ounce can of Bush's Original beans. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1 cup of Sweet Baby Ray's Original barbecue sauce. 1 cup of packed brown sugar. 10 ounces of pineapple tidbits. And make sure it's tidbits and not chunks or anything else. So 10 ounces of pineapple tidbits. Make sure those are drained. And then 1.5 teaspoons of dried ground mustard. Okay. The next thing that I need to do is I need to put some bacon and peppers in there. His recipe calls for a whole sweet onion. I'm allergic to onions and garlic, so I've modified the recipe a little bit. So I'm going to take 1 whole jalapeno. When I do jalapenos, I always wear gloves, okay? Because you never know when nature's going to call, and if you're not wearing gloves, you're going to pay the price, okay? So when I do jalapenos, I cut them in half. I take a small spoon, and I just scoop all the seeds and membrane out into a bowl here. You want to get all the seeds out of there because jalapenos are pretty hot as it is, and if you leave the seeds in there, they are going to be smoking hot. So I just do that, and same thing with the Anaheim. That's how I clean them out. And I'm going to put 1 whole jalapeno and 1/2 of an Anaheim and 3 strips of bacon that's cubed up in about 1/2 inch cubes in a pan. Brown off the bacon and cook the peppers in the bacon grease, and then we'll add those to the beans in a little bit. So I'll be right back with you. Okay, I got the bacon going in a pan. As soon as the fat starts to render out, I'm going to go ahead and add the peppers. So on the bacon, for a full batch, he calls for 3 strips of bacon. I do 3 strips of bacon for a half batch. And the reason for that is because he also calls for 3/4 of a pound of brisket for a full batch. And I never have leftover brisket, so I always double the bacon. And who doesn't want more bacon anyway, right? This time I actually happen to have a little bit of some smoked beef rib that I got from Jeff's. So I'm going to add that. It's about a 1/4 pound or so of beef rib. And then I'm going to now add the diced up 1 whole jalapeno and 1/2 of an Anaheim to the bacon, and let those cook together until the vegetables get soft and the bacon's fully cooked. And then I will add that to the beans. I'll see you in a minute. Welcome back. I got the bacon and the vegetables all sauteed off in a pan, drained the grease, and I put the bacon and vegetables in here. And now I'm just going to give the whole thing a real good stir. Get everything mixed in real good.
Incorporated.
All right, I have it all mixed up in a bowl. Now I'm going to transfer it to a couple of loaf pans. Normally I will use the cheap aluminum serving pans that you can get at any grocery store or restaurant supply place, but I don't have any of those right now. So I'm just going to transfer everything to 2 loaf pans, and then I'm going to put it on the smoker at 225 for 4 hours, and I'm going to stir the beans every 30 minutes or so. Welcome back. The beans are done now. They've been on just about 4 hours. I stirred them about every 30 minutes, and you'll see that they thicken up and reduce down real nice, and man, do they smell good. I brought in a special guest star to try them out. Come on in, special guest star. This is my son Andrew. He's a flight attendant, travels all over the country eating barbecue, and he says that I've ruined him for barbecue. So he's gonna try out the beans and give us the full report on the beans. Thanks, sir.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you like about them?
I love the pineapple in it. It adds a little bit of a sweetness to it.
Mm-hmm. Get a good smoky flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I put some beef rib in there too. Can you taste the beef?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Where's the beef? It's in the beans. Should we do watch me work?
You have to do it with him.
I'll do it.
Okay, you ready?
Ready, guys?
Watch me work.